Good afternoon, everyone. So our topic is about the effectiveness of traffic enforcers here in Baguio City. So this is my team, Mr. Dawson and Mr. Divino. So when we say traffic, we are always saying about the number of cars passing through the road, the narrow roads that we have, the rising number of buildings that causes the influx of tourists and people here in Baguio City. But one thing that we forgot is what really causes the traffic, or what other major factors causes traffic. So for example, here we can see that there are roads that is stranded, not moving. We will conclude that the traffic is caused by the number of vehicles. Also the narrow roads that we have. But can we see that there is Ultraman and a monster fighting in front of the road? Maybe this one is the cause of traffic here in Baguio. My point here is, with all, we can say that the fighting that there is in the main road is an accident. However, there is an accident. Who manages the accident so that the flow of traffic will be smooth and continuous? And that person will be the traffic enforcers that we have. So for example, our traffic enforcer responded to this situation. There is an accident. There is a congestion. Is he trained enough to manage the traffic here in Baguio City? So that's why we came up with this topic on measuring the effectiveness of traffic enforcers here in Baguio City.
So for our next slide, you can see that there is a traffic enforcer station. It is actually located at the intersection near UC, right? That's City High and that's the overpass. So let's try to answer the question, how does traffic enforcers ease the traffic in Baguio City? For popular opinion, we could say that traffic enforcers in Baguio City actually worsen the situation, right? Even though there's a traffic light working for all the intersections, there's still a traffic enforcer working at the middle, right? Managing, supervising the traffic. It is supported by Ben that he mentioned that traffic enforcers is actually worsening the situation of traffic. On the other hand, according to TAN, it is required to have traffic enforcer stationed at every intersection to manage traffic. How so? As you can see, in this picture, the traffic officer is just standing at the intersection, right? He is observing that there's no need for a traffic enforcer to intervene for the traffic flow. But once there's a traffic jam at that intersection, even though there's a traffic light working, that's the time he will move to his position. So let's try to talk about here what are the necessary workshops, seminars needed by these traffic enforcers. First of all, these traffic enforcers need to know the traffic violations, traffic rules, and traffic signs. With that, just overseeing the traffic situation, he can already analyze or can already have his judgment on when to intervene or not, right? In addition, traffic enforcers are usually the first aid provider. Why? Because he's the one in charge at that intersection. He's the first responder if there's an accident for the vehicles maybe or for the pedestrians. So in our research, we would like to talk about how efficient these traffic enforcers or how equipped these traffic enforcers in Baguio City really are. Or do they have enough seminars or even workshops for them in order for them to be competent enough to be deployed in these intersections of Baguio City.
So the next is The question is how efficiency of traffic enforcer deployed in Baguio City. So after having the enforcer go through seminars or studies or knowing about more about their work, how will be efficient or how long? Of course, after doing our research, we can assure that there will be promotion and good maintenance of traffic enforcers in the road, and we can see that it will really give them more knowledge and more power on doing their job as a traffic enforcer. So, for our recommendation, we recommend that the Baguio City will have a traffic manual for their officers, and we need to do more research because we are having more development in our roads.
So concluding our research, we could say that even though it's a popular opinion that traffic enforcers are worsening the traffic situation, based on our research, traffic enforcers are actually needed in our streets. We should actually let's try to analyze or even determine what is the real cause of these traffic jams. Let's not blame someone. Let's not point fingers to someone just because he's there. He's the one causing the traffic, right? Let's try to have a more extensive research on how we could improve these traffic enforcers, or even our roads, maybe our city planning, maybe on how we could improve our living here in Baguio City without these traffic jams. Thank you.